This is why your mixing sucks, because you're ignoring tone and timbre. So what in the hey-heys is tone and timbre? Well, let's go to our good old friend, Googly. Timbre refers to the unique quality of a sound that allows us to distinguish between different instruments or voices. Tone, on the other hand, encompasses various aspects of a sound, including its pitch, loudness, and duration, but also includes timbre as a component of its overall quality. So in English, timbre and tone describe the way a sound sounds, even if it's playing the same note. All of these instruments, your vocal, your piano, your guitar, are all happening in similar frequencies, but because of their timbre and their tone, they're going to sound different. Now, here's a problem that you guys run into. What happens if your synth sounds a little too close to another instrument that you have? What ends up happening is mess. Now, why does this happen? Well, the tone of the vocal actually has a lot of things similar to this synth here. There's a similar compressed bitiness to both of them. So that's already going to cause you some problems when it comes to mixing, let alone these strings that have a similar timbre to these chords. They've all got that kind of lush, beautiful, almost orchestral tone to them. So now we know what the problem is. How do we fix it? This is where you start changing the tone of your sound. So what I like to do is things like get in there and EQ. We can take some of the frequencies out of these pads. So you see I took some brightness away from it. They're not as bright, so now these strings have some room to breathe. And without getting too crazy, maybe I'll add a plugin like fresh air to my strings to make them sound nice and bright. Do we see how now we still have the thickness and the fullness of the chords while allowing these strings this beautiful space to be able to resonate in the higher end? Maybe I'll make some space in the middle with my mid-side EQ. And maybe add something like an EQ and some Oxford inflator to the vocal. Other things you can do are add things like compression, which are going to do other forms of saturation like tube saturation, or going to make sound more punchy to give you an even different tone. When it comes back to listening to your mix, heaven is not so far away when you're right here beside me. So treat your sounds the way that you want to be treated. Mwah. Like the special little butterfly that you are. Give each of them their own special place to resonate by changing the timbre and the tone of them. And I promise your mixes are going to sound as beautiful and special as your mom told you that you sounded like when you were a kid.